Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam Namaskritya
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki.
Welcome everyone. Sanatan Prabhu, you're going to share? The screen, where is he? Sanatan Prabhu is not here. Okay. Yeah. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 15, Text 1 and 2. Shri Shuka Uvacha
Shri Shuka Uvacha
Uchatur Mritakopante
Uchakur Mritakopante
Patitam Mritakopamam
Patitam Mritakopamam
Shokabhibhutam Rajanam
Shokabhibhutam
Bodh
Rajanam
Bodhyanto Saduktibhi.
Bodhayantau Saduptibhi.
Translation by Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Sukdev Goswami said, while King Chitraketu, overcome by lamentation, lay like a dead body at the side of the dead body of his son, the two great sages, Narada and Angira, instructed him about spiritual consciousness as follows. Okay. These names are not in the shloka, but it is understood. Okay. Next shloka. Koyam syat tav rajendra
Koyam Shattav Rajendra
bhavan yam anushochati
Bhavanyam Anushochati
tvam chasya katamah srishto
Tvam Chasya Katam Srishtau
puredanim atah param.
Puredani Matah Param.
Translation and purport. O king, what relationship does the dead body for which you lament have with you? And what relationship do you have with him? You may say that you are now related as father and son, but do you think this relationship existed before? Does it truly exist now? Will it continue in the future? Purport. The instructions given by Narada and Angira Muni are the true spiritual instructions for the illusioned, conditioned soul. This world is temporary, but because of our previous karma, we come here and accept bodies, creating temporary relationships in terms of society, friendship, love, nationality, and community, which are all finished at death. These temporary relationships did not exist in the past, nor will they exist in the future. Therefore, at the present moment, the so-called relationships are illusions. Om Gyan Timirandasya Gyan Anjana Salakya चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। I would offer my most humble obeisances to everyone present here, Maharajis, all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, and I'll also offer my obeisances to all the Acharyas and Guru Varga. Please bless me. So, Narad and Angira Muni, they have come in the scene to instruct Raja Chitraketu because, you know, because this proverb is there na in Hindi that जब लोहा गर्म है तभी हथौड़ा मारना चाहिए. When the opportunity is right, then only one must act. So this is a very right opportunity. The king is lamenting, and he tried so much to have a son, and he grieved when he was not having a son. But Angira Muni helped, and then he did have a son. And Angira Muni told him that the same child will be the cause for your jubilation as well as lamentation. So the child who is born now uh, gave so much happiness to the king, but in few months the child has been snatched, and now he is in the pool of lamentation. So when the lamentation is profound like this, and when Jiva sees that all the endeavors are failing, then the possibility of his turning to detachment is very positive. So that's why Narad Muni and Angira Muni, they have come to make him completely detached as well as make a devotee turn out of him. Actually, in this katha, in such katha, whenever we find that devotees are finding some setbacks, we must understand that this is a plan of Krishna, Bhagwan, to do something really very magical. And that magical thing is that Bhagwan wants these devotees who are already devotees to turn into extraordinary devotees, to have extraordinary Ananya Bhakti, special kind of bhakti for him. So therefore, the setbacks are given pretty much like, you know, when in a spring, if we want a spring to jump higher, we kind of pull it downward little, or like in a bow and arrow. If you want the arrow to go even higher, we we kind of we have got to pull it little towards ourselves or towards downwards. Then the arrow reaches to even more heights. So in the case of Bharat Maharaj, the deer was sent and the deer was snatched. And in this case, the child was sent, a child was snatched. So both these setbacks were actually arranged by Krishna. And the queens who poisoned the child, those queens were kind of instigated by within their heart to do that. The focus is Raja Chitraketu, giving and then snatching. That is Krishna's very famous strategy uh, with his devotees. Those jivas who are already devotees, sometimes they have to undergo these setbacks, because these setbacks are actually arranged by Krishna with a grand plan of making them turn into even extraordinary devotees. So Maharaj Chitraketu in his next life as Vrittasur was an extraordinary devotee. So this giving and then taking act of Krishna is something in our lives also. If we find some setbacks or some so-called unpleasant times, so we must not be disheartened and we must not lose our faith in Krishna. In fact, we should take it as some special plan and mercy from Krishna. Okay, so having said that, Narad Muniji is telling our both Munis. They are telling that now they have started speaking to Raja King, Raja Chitraketu, that why are you lamenting? Do you have any relationship with him? Do you think he is your son? He is your child, and you think you are his father, and you think you are the husband of so many queens, and they think that you are their husband. In this way, a jiva thinks that he is related to so many other jivas and spiritons. The spiriton, the jiva, all the jivas think that they are related to this in this way, like a father, like a son, a husband, a master, a friend. You know, in this way, the jiva is making all these relationships, feeling that he's safe in the relationship, and he is having forsaken or having forgotten the real relationship which jiva always have eternally with Krishna. He ends up making all these false and temporary relationship. The actual relationship is that Krishna is a supreme enjoyer and a supreme beneficiary, and jiva is the eternal facilitator, eternal servant. That is a sweet relationship with Krishna. And jiva, having forgotten his servitude constitution, he wants to become the enjoyer himself. He wants to enjoy like Krishna. So Krishna is Bhagavan Ashwarapati, Madhuripati. Krishna is Raswan, Jiva, and Krishna is Audaryapati also. The Jiva wants to imitate each one of these qualities, and because he wants to become Krishna. He does not want to serve Krishna, he wants to become Krishna himself, or Krishna like. So Jiva wants to become very, very rich, very famous, and very knowledgeable, very beautiful himself, because all these qualities are in Krishna. He is Bhagwan, the six opulences. And Jiva also wants to sometimes imitate the Deen Dayal, the, the Karuna aspect of Krishna. So he turns into philanthropist, right? Everyone is depending on me. I am the one. If it were not for me, how would have these many people survived? So this philanthropy act, uh, you know, and then the Rasvan, where Krishna is the center of all the rasas, the only enjoyer of the rasas, Vatsal rasa and Madhuri rasa, and all these rasas. And apart from that, there are around 12 such rasas are there in the first canto, first sloka. I think Prabhupada has mentioned all these Bhit rasa, Veer rasa, Shringar rasa. So that also the jiva wants to enjoy. And so jiva wants to enjoy Vatsala rasa himself, rather than facilitating Vatsala rasa to Bhagwan, right? Like how Yashoda Maya is always giving more and more rasa to Krishna, Raswan Krishna. Krishna is the object of rasa. So, and Jiva is the facilitator of rasa. But if Jiva himself wants to become the object, then he too wants to become a son. He too wants to become a father, parent. He too wants to have friends. He too wants to have servants and a wife and girlfriends and all these things. So, and Krishna is nowhere in the picture. And the beauty is that the Paramatma, as I think once I told, like how Paramatma actually, who is like spirit friend of this rebellious jiva, he uh, he he helps uh, by instilling in the heart the feelings, this mamta. He is the one who instills in the heart of mother the mamta for her child, in the heart of the father the mamta for his child, so that both the child and them, they can enjoy these rasas without him, the original and actual rasvan. And so these all of us, we are enjoying these rasas superficially, temporarily. That is a problem though in this material world. Again, if we see this is because the jiva here, he wants to enjoy in varieties of ways, right? He again wants to become a son. He again wants to become a husband, and so he wants to enjoy varieties. So in this way, this temporary nature of this material world, where all the already existing relations, they are shunned, and after death, the jiva is now born into a different family, now with a different set of parents, and he's now the son of these parents. In earlier life, he was a he may have been a grandfather, and now he's now back as a son, as a small child. So in this way, if you see carefully, this temporary nature of this material world is actually programmed in such a way so that Spiriton, the jiva, can enjoy the varieties. He can again become the sun. He can again enjoy all these rasas in a different way. Because in the spiritual world, Krishna is enjoying all the rasas at the same time, and all the devotees there are also enjoying all the rasas at the same time. So Krishna can be a 3 months old baby, and Krishna can be a 16-year-old teenager boy at the same time. So it is there, the time is not like unidirectional or static or that kind of thing. There's a different kind of time. Here in this material word, the time is unidirectional. There is the concept of past, present, and future. So, so to how will it become possible that the jiva again once again starts enjoying as a child, once again starts enjoying as a husband, or if he was husband in this life, then maybe in the next life he wants to become wife. Who knows? Yeah. So all these facilities are there so that the jiva can once again start enjoying. And not only in human life, if the jiva's karmas are not very appropriate, then the jiva will be taking birth in the animal kingdom. There also the concept of family, though in very loose ways, there. In this way, the jiva is enjoying this rasa, wants to enjoy the rasas in the varieties of ways, and he does not have any knowledge that the actual object of rasas, the actual raswan, the actual beneficiary of all the rasas is actually Bhagavan, Krishna, and he should, rather than him, being the or trying to act like a Raswan, he should become a Bhakt, Krishna conscious. Krishna consciousness means that I am the eternal facilitator of Rasa to eternal Raswan, Krishna. That is the relationship. So Narad Muniji is saying that you think that he is your son, but why do you think so? Huh? Don't you know? You must know that you are the eternal beneficiary of rasa to eternal Raswan Krishna, right? In the next life, in the next life, you may be born as a son to this child. Who knows? And it may so happen, don't be surprised, that our parents who are showering mamta on us, in the next life, who knows, they may be our arch enemies, right? And if we are born as a, like if I am born as a dog, let's say, then the though it sounds very hurtful, then same mother will be shooing us away, get out, right, in the next life. So all these relations are actually temporary and illusory. So we must understand this mamta, and this mamta means mine. When a child is lost, if you look at this carefully, when the child is lost, the parents they cry, and what could be the reason behind this crying? The reason is that now they have been deprived of their not a child, definitely the child also, but more than that, one particular way in which they were very desperately trying to imitate Raswan Krishna. They have been deprived that opportunity. Now, who will they shower the Vatsal Rasa on? Who will they? How will they enjoy the Vatsal Rasa completely? Because the parents also enjoy the Vatsal Rasa, the giving. So now the child is no more there. So I have been deprived of this enjoyment of this rasa. So this is their wailing, reason behind the wailing. And all ours, जितने भी हमारे सब कुछ कुछ ऐसे आप लोग जानते ही होंगे, कितने कितने जो टीनेजर में जो बॉयज बॉयज दे टर्न इनटू they turn into depravity. They become, psychologically very disturbed when they are their appointed girlfriends. They leave them. They move on. So, but they are not ready to move on. So they succumb to. I have personally seen many examples. Because why? Because here I have now been deprived of the deprived of my enjoying the Madhurya Rasa. Well, who are you? You are not none of these. You are not the taster or not taster, or what is, shall I say, the relisher of these rasas. Because of ignorance, Jiva does not know that Krishna is the original Raswan and I am only a beneficiary. I should not try to become Raswan myself, and I should not succumb to any mamta or any such mamta means it's mine. I am the enjoyer. I am the Raswan. I am the beneficiary of this rasas. Uh, Please forgive me if I might be using these terms, beneficiary and facilitator. Sometimes in the flow, I kind of interchange them. Please forgive me. So, so Mamta and Kripa, our जीवा के साथ रिलेशन क्या है? कृपा का रिलेशन है, ममता का रिलेशन नहीं है. Mamta is something which is kind of, if you see carefully, it is also little bit laden with selfishness. Mamta, mine. I am the enjoyer of the rasa, so no one should snatch any opportunity from me, lest I should, I should be uh, bereft from that rasa. Mamta. And kripa means mercy. Actually, devotees are very merciful. And one very easy way to understand the difference between mamta and kripa is mamta, mamta is mam, the initial two letters are mam, and in kripa, the first letter is kri. Kripa is Krishna and mamta is mine. So, mamta is, I'm just doing it for myself. It looks I'm doing for others, right? But actually, mamta is also kind of a self obsession. But kripa is Krishna obsession. When the devotees they tell us about Krishna, they are doing it being obsessed with Krishna. They want to give Krishna to us, and they want to give Krishna. They here is Krishna for Krishna. I'm giving Krishna to you, and so what should I do with Krishna? Well, Krishna is eternal Rasvan, then, and you are eternal facilitator. So then you offer him this relishment. You try to become his friend. You try to become his parent. You try to develop some feelings for him, love for him. And in this way, you will enjoy permanently, not like this temporarily always crying and wailing only for yourself. Not for the departed souls, but for your. So, in the devotees community also, when our some nice devotee leaves, then also we cry, but that is a genuine crying. That is bhakti, and having feeling of separation when some devotee leaves is actually one limb of bhakti. So karma, this mamta versus gyan versus bhakti. Mamta is when, or this ignorance is when one of our relative leaves and we cry. That is ignorance. When relatives are leaving and we are still not crying, we are equipoised. That is gyan. But when devotee is leaving and when then we cry, that crying is actually bhakti. Tenderness for devotees. We are more than gyanis. Gyanis are sometimes hard-hearted, right? We cannot afford to be hard-hearted. Also, we cannot afford to become in ignorance. We cannot afford, because that's not our constitution, to be the sole object of mamta and rasa. We have a very nice alternative. We have family of devotees. Devotees are our brothers. Devotees are our uncles. Guru Maharaj is our father. Prabhupada ji is our grandfather. Dada Guru, sometimes some acharyas call him as. Then all these parampara, they are our ancestors, grandfather, great grandfathers. This is our beautiful family. In this beautiful family, you enjoy rasa along with Krishna. He is my brother, she's my sister, and this is my family. This is eternal family. The earlier family, the so-called brothers and so-called mother and parents, they have been arranged by Maya, Prakriti, and they are temporary. But this family, it has been arranged by Krishna, right? Krishna has arranged this family, our God brothers, our spiritual master. Krishna has arranged. So we should give at least as much love to our God brothers as we would give to our temporary brother. Right? You know, your temporary brother, we never find fault in our brothers, do we? But we find faults in our God brothers. That is really very shameful. We should we should give at least as much love, because that's he is our eternal brother, arranged by Krishna, not by any prakriti. This relationship is eternal. So in this way, we can enjoy the rasas, but with Krishna, and that is the perfect way of enjoying and as well as being a bhakt at the same time. Okay, that is the idea, dear devotees. So these Narad Muni and Angira Muni, they have come here. They are like kind of reminding, like for example, pretty much like in a, let's say in a company, if two employees they start fighting with each other. No, I'm your boss. I'm your boss. And someone comes, the boss himself comes and tells, "You idiots, none of you is a boss. I am your boss. You both are you both are facilitators." So in the same way, these two munis, they are like telling Raja Chitraketu, you are thinking that you are his father and he is your son. Stop it. You are eternal servant of Krishna. And Krishna should be your son. You want to have a son? You treat Krishna as your son, like Yashoda Maya, which this relationship is not temporary relationship. Our His Holiness Nilama Maharaji tells us many times like that when Krishna met Yashoda Maya, even when he was very old. Krishna never turns old, but according to material calculation. So from Yashoda Maya's breast, milk was still coming. Generally, we don't see it in this material world. Why? Because this relationship is eternal. The milk is eternal, and the feelings are eternal. This is not a Prakriti imposed, ignorance laden relationship. It is eternal relationship. So that relationship should be our goal. And when this is our goal, and the solution also I have told, the solution is that you enjoy with Krishna's family. Our God brothers are as dear as our brothers. At least they should be actually even more dearer. And Guru Maharaj Ji is our father, and Prabhupada Ji is our Dada Guru, and God brothers of my Guru Maharaj Ji, they are our uncles. This is family, na? Our God sisters, our sisters. Others are also our sisters. And in this way, we can not only enjoy, but enjoy very spiritually in a Krishna conscious way. So in this way, I have somehow tried to put our points, dear devotees. If there have been any mistake, please correct me and forgive me. Hare Krishna. Where is our Sanatan Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you for this wonderful and elaborate class. We have
Thank
a
you.
question by Govind Maharaji. Okay, sorry, Jagannatha. Maharaji, please.
Yeah, you unmuted me. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you. Wonderful for
Dandavat Pranam
enlightening
Maharaj.
all of us on, yes, Dandavat Pranam, Augustus Lasipat. The translation and the purport, they are concluded with the same notion, where Angira Rishi Narad Muni are telling that whatever which did not exist in the past or will not exist in the future. And does it truly exist now? He's just he's telling that it doesn't exist even now.
Yes.
Or even if it apparently exists now, does it truly exist now? Exist now means, so when Prabhupada says that therefore at present moment the so-called relationships are illusions.
Yes.
So is illusions real? Because the impersonalists also they have the same argument,
Mm.
very exact same argument. What did not exist in the
Hare Krishna.
past,
Mm.
it does appear in the present. That is illusion. This is exactly the philosophy where we stand out in that argument, where we differ in that argument.
Yeah, these are temporary. We differ because we say that uh, we can enjoy with devotees. So this they won't understand. Actually, these relationship are actually temporary only and illusory also. And the body to body relationship, the body is a body relationship. It's a bodily concept of life. In the bodily concept of life, how can we say that this I am his father or I am his son? That is, according to me, it is illusory because just because the body has given birth to a body, right? Or that body has come from this body, uh, that that does not mean that I have a stake on him, and that, however, since Jiva wants to enjoy separately from Krishna, so Paramatma is also instilling in him this feeling. Okay, you go and enjoy. Though I should have been the enjoyer, but you go and enjoy. So this Paramatma feature is something which I think they are not keeping in account, and they are definitely not keeping in account that as devotees have got a vast ocean of opportunities of actually extending or enjoying these rasas or relations with other devotees, because in their world there is nothing called as devotion. Nirvisheshwadis. Maharaji,
Yes, my question directly was: are illusions real?
they are illusions real? uh, I request
That
Maharaji
is
only
the
to throw light. Yeah.
that is the exact question.
Mhm.
Because illusions, everybody likes to talk. Devotees, impersonalize everybody.
Mhm.
Illusions exist, correct?
Can we say that dreams are real?
Of course.
Dreams are real because mind is perceiving the dream as long as the dream is going on. But that perception is uh, is uh, is temporary, right? We cannot say that dreams are unreal, because when one is dreaming, he is also going through all these feelings and perceptions, and the dreams are shown by Paramatma. So, in the strictest sense, dreams are not real, but they have a timer. And when we wake up and comes to this avastha, and we see this material world around us with all these material relationships, so we count them as real and dreams as unreal. But if the dreams are unreal, then this material existence and this material uh, world also is should be as unreal as a dream. But the thing is that actually both are very much real but temporary, and we are seeing them in a wrong light. That's ignorance. That is definitely illusion. Illusion is that, what is illusion? That I'm not a servant of Krishna and I want to enjoy like Krishna. That's definitely illusion, and there is nothing real about it.
Beautiful. One point
Please, Maharaj.
from this illusion, because it exists. That's why the foundational aphorisms of the Vedic literature, asato ma sadgama. The
Yes.
asat, they are not able to establish, whereas the Vaishnava acharyas, they establish what is asat. Asat doesn't mean non-existent. Asat means temporary. So asato ma sadgama. Come out of the asat experience and come move to the eternal existence of relationship. And as far as illusion is very real, because it is the source is the absolute. The source is Krishna. Krishna is the source of everything. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. And because they are not able to establish that connection to Krishna, because everything is by the will of Krishna. Even our perceiving illusion or whatever temporary as real, that is also provision by Krishna. Krishna creates that provision, because without that, life would be so boring for the conditioned soul. So Krishna has provided this entertainment in the form of illusions, and until the true enlightened person comes in the life of a person, that illusion continues. It has continued since eternity, and it will continue. Although in between we have got some interruptions, but we haven't awakened to the supreme eternal reality fully as yet, and that's why I struggle. But as far as
that illusions may be reality, but as Maharaj said, it is not an acceptable and affordable reality.
Exactly.
It's a bitter reality, and not the true reality in the strictest sense.
So even when, this last point, even when the Maya or illusion, when it is defined, it is not that something cannot be defined. If anything is definable, it exists. It cannot be non-existent.
Yes, beautiful.
Thing. So when Srila Prabhupada was asked, what is Maya? And Prabhupada would speak in some esoteric. Maya is that which is not. How he is defining it, and it's very, that very definition of illusion is very illusory, correct? Maya is that which is, so what is not, and you exactly said that I am the servant of Krishna, but thinking that I am a enjoyer of Krishna even. That is not, because Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Krishna is the primary enjoyer. So we enjoy by making Krishna the primary enjoyer. We relish Krishna's prasadam. He relishes primarily, and the remnants we relish. So we don't deny that we are also enjoyers, but the nature of our enjoyment is vicarious to the primary enjoyment of Krishna. That is our nature. So ultimately, when you say the rasa, as much as Krishna is rasavan, so is the living entity. But it is not finding, it can find fulfillment only in Krishna making. And Krishna is the object of rasa, He's aswadya. Krishna is aswadya. And also Krishna is also aswadak. So Krishna is aswadak, rasa is the primary enjoyer, but Krishna is also aswadya by all of us. And so that way, but not finding Krishna as the aswadya, one remains unfulfilled in illusion, temporary, thinking that let me become the primary enjoyer.
Yes.
That ignorance can be removed by satsang, like Srikant Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. No, Maharaj. That is very, I feel sometimes very embarrassed. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj.
You are elevating.
No, Maharaj. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji and Maharaj. Ramji, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, very nice, wonderful class.
Thank
The
you.
discussion was also very, very nice. So the illusions are actually the reality in this material world, because mind is also, let's say, as you gave the example, the dreams are concocted by the mind. So mind is also material. So the dreams are also real, and we are illusioned by by this. Anyway, so my question is related to this: what happens when we have, let's say, this guru shishya relation or the god brother
Ah,
relation? So when we related, or when we say he is my god brother or he is my guru, then we are slowly developing some mamta towards them.
that mamta is genuine mamta.
Yeah.
That mamta is limbo bhakti.
But yeah, the question, my question is,
It
how do
is
we
it is a
distinguish?
it is a transformation of kripa. That is not mamta in the strictest sense. I am doing it for my god brother, not for myself. And oh, sorry, maybe you should complete your question first. But anyways,
Yeah. So the question here is, so when we don't know many of the devotees. They are devotees, but maybe they are not with the similar physical appearance, like what we mean the devotees. So we are illusioned there also. Uh,
I could
yeah.
not follow you.
So
What do you
in
mean?
this case, the mamta that we develop, that actually also can lead to kind of lamentation for the god brothers or the gurus. So how do we distinguish? What is that separates these two kind of feeling, kripa and mamta?
Kripa, I said Krishna is always in the picture,
Hmm.
right? Both are both have been arranged by Krishna, a
But the
spiritual
material
master.
world is always illusion, isn't it?
Yeah, we are talking the spiritual world. In the
Yeah, but
spiritual world, my Guru Maharaji has been sent by Krishna, and my god brothers have been sent by Krishna. So if I am having these feelings for one another, it is actually very much planned by Krishna. Krishna wants us to have this feeling
but
for
we
one
don't know
another.
many of the devotees. So how do
Devo-
we?
Matlab, what
So
do you mean by devotees?
let's say,
As much as you know, as many as you know, at least develop for them, na? Actually,
yeah,
an
that's okay.
उत्तम भक्त,
Hmm.
उत्तम भक्त जो होते हैं, जो फर्स्ट क्लास डिवोटी, वो तो सबको ही डिवोटी की नज़र से देखते हैं. लेकिन हम तो कम से कम उसमें उसमें we should at least make an attempt, right? We cannot become completely in overnight. We cannot become like Uttam Bhakta. But whosoever we know, our God brothers, and in fact, all the devotees, why should we only restrict to our God brothers? We should show some love, respect. The mere fact that they are devotees of Krishna, right? That is enough to have love for them. This is very much approved. It is approved mamta. He's it's because Krishna is in the picture. So this is pretty much an approved relationship. I will I'll sit more time with devotees than my family. I listen more and more from devotees. I'll give them gifts, and I will not. Matlab, if they are giving me gift, I will accept them. That, but I'll give them gifts. I'll help them. Right. I'll ensure that when they are sick, I'll go and take care of them. Right. In this way, when you are slowly and slowly uh, devotee oriented, uh, sadhu oriented, sadhus and devotee, because Krishna is in the picture, then that is pretty much accepted by Krishna. Actually, that is Krishna consciousness. That is a move Krishna consciousness movement.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. But here, I mean, one can also revert this argument. One can make one's own brother as God brother also, isn't it?
And that smartness will not work here.
Yeah, that's what the
Jiva
question.
is always smart. Smartness तो exception, smartness को हम इसमें count नहीं कर सकते. That there is one boy was there. He took initiation from his father. Because father will always do what I want. That is ये smartness काम नहीं करेगी ना कृष्ण भक्ति में.
हाँ, तो इसमें यहीं पे हम ममता और कृपा कैसे सेपरेट करेंगे?
सीधा साधा फॉर्मूला है. कृपा में कृष्णा है, सरेंडर है, स्मार्टनेस में है हमारी, प्रिटेंस नहीं है वो.
अगर आप जो बोले कि दो भाई अगर दो गॉड ब्रदर बने तो ममता को कैसे अवॉइड करेंगे? वहीं पे ममता रहेगा
वहां
और
पे ममता अवॉइड नहीं करनी. वो मेरा गॉड ब्रदर है. वो मेरा गॉड ब्रदर है. आई हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ हिम. राइट, दिस लव इज देयर. राइट, वो मेरा गॉड ब्रदर है. कृष्णा ने वो गॉड ब्रदर अरेंज किया है मेरे लिए. सो दिस ममता, वाई वुड लाइक टू अवॉइड दिस ममता?
हरे कृष्णा. हरे
हरे
कृष्णा.
कृष्ण. हरे कृष्ण महाराज जी.
बहुत अच्छा डिस्कस है आप दोनों का. लेकिन इसमें स्पष्ट ऐसा होता है जो कि हम एक श्लोक देखा भक्ति सिंधु में, ये है प्रापंचिकतया बुद्ध्या हरि संबंध वस्तुना मुमुक्षु भी परित्याग फल्गु वैराग्य उच्यते. ये श्लोक हम लोग को स्पष्ट वर्णन बता रहे जो कि फल्गु वैराग्य और युक्त वैराग्य. युक्त वैराग्य कृष्ण संबंधे और फल्गु वैराग्य मुमुक्षु भी परित्याग फल्गु वैराग्य उच्यते. कृष्ण संबंध 100% सब चीज को हम कृष्ण संबंध में देखेंगे, उसको कहते हैं मर्सीफुल. मर्सीफुल में हमारा व्यक्तिगत कुछ आसक्ति नहीं रहता है. जैसे पूजा प्रतिष्ठा भोग कामना वासना ये सब नहीं रहता है. सब कुछ कृष्ण को अर्पण कर देते हैं. जितना पूजा प्रतिष्ठा आ रहा है सबको लेकर के कृष्ण के पास ऑफरिंग कर दे रहा है, उसको कहते हैं मर्सीफुल. जब हम थोड़े बहुत ग्रहण कर लेते हैं तो उसको कहा जाएगा ममता. ये मेरा शिष्य है, ये मेरा गुरु है, ये मेरा गुरु का संपद है, ये सब ममता. ममता में अपना साथ साथ पूजा प्रतिष्ठा चाहता है. जैसे हम लोग 10वें स्कंद में देखे हैं, जब भगवान बलराम गर्भ में थे माँ देवकी का, उस समय भगवान ने बोले कि आप उनका बलराम जी को रोहिणी का गर्भ में स्थानांतरित कीजिए. तो इतने में जोग माया व महामाया उन्होंने अपना बोले मैं तो सेवा करूंगा आपका, लेकिन साथ साथ मेरा भी पूजा प्रतिष्ठा चाहिए, मेरा भी स्वार्थ चाहिए. तो भगवान अंतर्यामी उनको बोल दिया, बोले ठीक है तुमको कलि युग में और सभी लोग तुम्हारा आराधना करेंगे. तो मतलब साथ साथ स्वार्थ. हम कृष्ण का गुरु का सेवा कर रहे, साथ साथ जब तक स्वार्थ है तो उसको ममता कहा जाएगा. जब हम स्वार्थ से शून्य हो जाएंगे तभी वही काम मर्सीफुल हो जाएगा.
ब्यूटीफुल.
जैसे कार्यकलाप का हिसाब से, जैसे गुरु महाराज निरपेक्ष भाव में कोई आसक्ति नहीं है, लेकिन हम लोग आसक्ति रहते हैं नहीं मेरा ये बाउंड्री है, सभी मेरा शिष्य बनना है, तो बोलो दूसरे किसको सुनना नहीं है, मेरा फील्ड को तुम क्यों आ रहे हो. ये जब होता है तो वही हो जाएगा ममता. क्योंकि ब्राह्मण का 100 गुण वैष्णव है. ब्राह्मण निरपेक्ष में जब भागवत कथा व कर्तव्य कर्म दूसरे को शिक्षा दे सकता है एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट में, जो जैसे गुरु, ये जो टीचर, ये सबको ब्राह्मण कहा जाता है, क्योंकि वो लोग अपने पढ़ाया और दूसरे को पढ़ा रहे। तो ये ब्राह्मणों का बस सत्वगुणी का काम है, ब्राह्मणों का काम है। तो निरपेक्ष भाव में शिक्षा देना है, तो उसका 100 गुना निरपेक्ष होना चाहिए, तभी वैष्णव माना जाएगा, तभी उसको मर्सीफुल कहा जाएगा। तो इसी कारण ये जो श्लोक दिए हैं, प्रापंचिकतया बुद्धिया हरि संबंध वस्तु न, वो लोग प्रापंचिक की जगत सोच लेते हैं ये समस्त जगत भगवान कृष्ण संबंध है, लेकिन कृष्ण संबंध नहीं देख पा रहे, कृष्ण के ऊपर पूर्ण निर्भरशील नहीं है, कृष्ण के ऊपर पूर्ण आश्रित नहीं है, अपना साथ साथ पूजा प्रतिष्ठा चाह रहे। तो इसी कारण वो सारे का काम ममता में रह जाएगा। हम लोग भगवान के लिए करने पर भी ममता में रह जाते हैं, गुरु के लिए करने पर भी ममता रह जाते, जब तक हम लोग स्वार्थ नहीं त्याग कर रहे। स्वार्थ से जब तक हम लोग मुक्त नहीं हो पा रहे, तब तक ममता में ही रह जाएगा। हमारा लाखों भजन, लाखों साधन, हम लोग ममता से मुक्त होना होगा, तब भी उसको मर्सीफुल हो जाएगा। हमारा दृष्टि से, हमारा संग से, हमारा जैसे प्रभुपाद महाराज छोटे छोटे प्रसाद का माध्यम से, हमारा दर्शन से, हमारा कथा का माध्यम से, सब लोग का चेतना परिवर्तन हो जाएगा जब हम लोग मर्सीफुल बन जाएंगे। जब तक हम लोग स्वार्थ से मुक्त नहीं होंगे, हम लोग लाखों बोलेंगे, हमारा कुछ प्रभाव नहीं होगा। लाखों फिलोसफी बोलते, जैसे हमारा गौरवंत साहब महाराज कहते, खाली अक्षर ही चांटिंग होगा, नाम नहीं आएगा। हरे कृष्णा हम लाखों जप कर रहे, लेकिन क्या होगा, खाली नाम अक्षर ही, 2 अक्षर ही जप कर रहा है। तो इसी कारण हमारा हृदय से ये सब स्वार्थ को भी त्याग करना। इसे हम उपदेशामृत महर्षि में वही शिक्षा देते हैं, संग त्याग, त्याग त्याग, आसक्ति से मुक्त हो, मुक्त हो, ऐसा बहुत बार बता रहे। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु
जी महाराज जी, बहुत सुंदर महाराज। बलराम प्रभु जी, अभी आपका क्वेश्चन का आंसर मिला?
नहीं, बहुत अच्छा है, समझ गए। थैंक यू महाराज जी।
निस्वार्थ, अनमोटिवेटेड, अनमोटिवेटेड,
आसक्ति नहीं रहना चाहिए।
नहीं, आसक्ति नहीं, स्वार्थ नहीं। आसक्ति हो सकती है भक्तों में,
दोनों सही है,
आसक्ति
भी और स्वार्थ भी। स्वार्थ आसक्ति है। हम लोग को कृष्ण के लिए करने पर भी हम लोग का हृदय में थोड़े भी आसक्ति, स्वार्थ नहीं रहना चाहिए।
लेकिन महाराज जी, गुरु महाराज के लिए आसक्ति तो हो सकती है ना?
हाँ, कर सकते हैं आसक्ति, गुरु महाराज के ऊपर आसक्ति कर सकते हो, लेकिन ये आसक्ति का रिजल्ट हम लोग को ये होना ही चाहिए। हाँ, ऐसा नहीं है। हम लोग को निरपेक्ष भाव में गुरु महाराज का सेवा करें और गुरु महाराज के ऊपर निर्भर करना चाहिए। गुरु महाराज बाकी आप स्वतंत्र, जैसे सुत गोस्वामी को सवाल करते हैं, भगवान कृष्ण को अर्जुन सवाल करते हैं, इसके साथ साथ कहते हैं मैं योग्य है कि नहीं, अयोग्य मुझे मालूम नहीं है, आप अभी विचार कीजिए मैं सुनने का कितने लायक हूँ। ऐसा हम लोग तभी हम लोग को डिमांड नहीं करना चाहिए। हमारा गुरु महाराज है, गुरु महाराज के प्रति आसक्ति करना उचित है, लेकिन हम लोग ऐसा सोचना नहीं चाहिए कि मैं जो स्थिति में हूँ ये परफेक्ट स्थिति है, ये पोजीशन है। अपने को दैन्यता, अपने को तुच्छ, ऐसा भी साथ साथ ग्रहण करना चाहिए।
जी महाराज जी।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
जय जगन्नाथ।
Yes, actually interesting बात है। We discussed Vritrasur, and in the prayers of Vritrasur which you covered, you know, the definition of mamta is described. It's a divine mamta. Here Vritrasur says, "Mamottama shloka janeshu sakhya." He's decrying the mamta of the matter which does not connect, but doesn't remind one of Krishna. But uttama shloka janeshu sakhya mama. He's defining who are mine, those who are very dear to Krishna. And that affinity, that mamta will lead to our full-fledged Krishna consciousness. Same thing with Sri Guru. Sri Guru is an associate of Krishna. He's an associate of Nityananda Prabhu or the Angana of Srimati Radhika Rani, depending on the mood and the aspiration what aspires. So mamta we are not denying. Mamta is real. So in the context of this illusion and all this we discussed, even the Yogamaya and Mahamaya, Maharaj could have defined properly Mahamaya and Yogamaya. So Yogamaya, which connects to Krishna, fulfills Krishna's will, and those who don't want to participate in fulfilling Krishna's will, then that aspect of Yogamaya is Mahamaya, which manifests in this material world. So the benediction given to that aspect of a Yogamaya is a reflection of Yogamaya. Yogamaya is in the spiritual realm, in the spiritual, in the Shuddha Sattva. But Mahamaya exists within the three modes of materiality. It's a reflection of Yogamaya. The benediction is given to that aspect of Yogamaya, which is like Mahamaya. But those who connect to Yogamaya, that means trying to fulfill the will of the Lord. They become full-fledged, attain full-fledged Krishna consciousness. We have to transfer our mamata or meanness in relation to this perishable body to the eternal relationship. God Brother is also an eternal associate of Sri Guru, who is an eternal associate of Krishna. So when we take initiation, when we perceive the Guru in his Swarupa, he's an eternal being. He is no more the mortal like a father body or mother body or brother body or daughter body or friend body like this. So we are given this understanding. We are discussing in Srimad Bhagavatam not of this perishable body. We are discussing the eternal associates of the Lord, and those who are becoming the eternal associates of the Lord, to cause our inspiration and determination to become eternal associates of the Lord ourselves. We have to define very properly what illusion temporary is and what is the eternal mamata in relation to Krishna. Then we are safe. Otherwise, we will be engulfed by this illusion which has lasted, and it will last for eternity until one comes out of it by pure grace, as you discuss Kripa.
Beautiful. Beautiful,
very
Maharaj.
nice.
Thank you very much.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji and
And
Maharaj.
thank you,
Yes.
Balramji, for asking that question, which set up that narrative. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Maharaji, and thank you, Srikant Prabhu. Maybe we can conclude for today.
Yeah, I'll conclude. I'll just take one more minute to for some important announcement. Recently, we finished one book. We started this book reading. We started with a very small book, Life and Spiritual Evolution, but it looked small. But when we started making PPTs on every chapter, then we understood that each and every line is so profound, and it went out very nice. Now, the next book that we are going to start is Life, Matter and Their Interaction, which is a very favorite book of many disciples and many scientists and devotees. So I request all of you, all of this audience to attend that. Please grace that these sessions with your presence. The discussions will be very nice. It was every Saturday at 1 p.m. Next Saturday, coming Saturday onwards, we'll start with this book. So please bless us. And with that message, now I'll say, Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki.
Jai.
Jai Jagat
And
Guru.
you only you will be the speaker, correct?
No. I no. There will be professors and Isari students. I and Radha Mataji. All these wonderful speakers are there, Maharaji.
Okay, that's wonderful. Every Saturday 1 p.m.
Yes, Maharaji. Please, if all
It will be a special Zoom or same Zoom.
there is a different Zoom ID I'll share.
Okay.
Yeah, for book reading.
We'll try.
Please, Maharaji, we'll be very, very glad if everyone joins. Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki.
Jai.
Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Patit Pavan Shripad Maharaj ki.
Jai.
Vishnu Vrinda ki jai. Jai.
Jai.
His Grace Srikant Prabhu ki Jai.
Jai.
Thank you very much.
Thank you one and all for joining. See you all in tomorrow's class. Hare Krishna.